1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, no go.
I'm so glad I got your help. Okay, so this is...
Wait, when it says record, does that mean it's recording?
It's recording, yeah. Imagine that.
Just making sure.
I got my helper Emily with me today, so she's out here.
Hello.
Just you know, doing the trap line with me, so that's good. And what we're going to do is, I picked this tree because I've got a small game trail coming down through here, and coyotes like to pee on trees that stick out, so don't zoom it right into my eyeball, okay? I know you're going to do that.
Not.
Don't. All right? So, anyway, what we're going to do
It
is...
was kind of zoomed in.
If I don't go totally crazy with her here, we're going to set a snare on this, but I think there might be a couple deer using this trail too, so I'm not going to set the snare real high.
Ooh, look at the vine.
Catch a... Yeah, there's vines in
This is what me and
woods.
Hannah had,
Yeah.
and we had to put the rhino over it in order to get into the creek.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this low enough that we don't catch Mr. Deer, but then high enough to where we catch a coyote that's running down the same path here. So anyway,
It goes high up. That vine.
yeah, that's what they do, honey.
I know, but I never, you know, stuff.
So I'm just tying the wire on that's going to hold the snare right now in place. It'll pull loose of this wire once it gets caught. And I'm going to keep it low enough to where it don't get us deer. But honestly, I fully expect that that when I come back, this is going to be knocked off because this trail is used by deer pretty well. Okay, so that's snare number 2, and then
Smile.
I'm gonna try to funnel him through. You don't have to follow me like that.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so that's snare number 2. You can stop recording. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. See y'all. Goodbye.
Oh no!
Turn it off. Did you stop it? You didn't stop it, Goofy. You must have had that zoomed right in. Okay, there's my coyote. He's right there. See him? And I gotta see if I can get him without getting bit or without him getting loose. That is, he's looking right at me. So I finally got one. Finally. I tell you what, I put snares out here and I've been on it for about 5 or 6 days, and these guys are pretty slick. But finally got him. So anyway, my first coyote, I couldn't be happier. I tell you what, there he is. Wiley, gotcha. But they've been killing 3 sheep, a calf, and 2 deer. And hopefully I've got some more on my other traps too. I knew it was just a matter of time, so I'll just reset this one. I got another snare right down over here, which honestly I don't see that one right now, so I don't see the snare at all even. So we might have caught one in that one. He's around here somewhere too. But anyway, we're going to take a look at this guy. I'm going to get the camera set up here. I'm going to dispatch him, and hopefully he won't break off and me get bit too. So here he is, my first coyote, and it's the 20th of February 2013. Got my first coyote finally. So here he is, guys. I finally got me one. I'm so glad. There's one got snagged up over there too, but I guess he managed to twist around enough and everything and ended up breaking my snare off. But this one ended up getting caught, so so at least we got one down. We've got still 4 more coyotes out there that we know there were 5 in this pack. So we're making a little bit of a dent. We'll see what we've got up ahead here a little bit, and hopefully catch a couple more. Okay, here's my here's what's left of my other snare. Looks like they twisted enough that they snapped it off. So I actually caught something in this one here too, and anyway, he got off, but at least this other one didn't. So I'm gonna look around here. He could have gone down around here somewhere, so we'll take a look. There we go. And then what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna punch a hole right in here. I hope you can see it. My camera girl's over there with her feet cold, so she's gonna hold off filming for me. But what I'm gonna do is just gonna kind of tear this up like something's been digging and making a little house. There we go. Hollowed that out pretty good. Make a nice hole. Okay, so what I've done here is I've done a blind set, and I'm gonna get this down in there pretty good, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pack some bait down in there. Took my good glove off, and this is my son makes a good one. He calls it Wiley's Coyote Bait, and it's kind of a secret blend like KFC does, but it's a secret blend of different meats and attractants for coyotes. So I'm going to stick this down in here, and we're going to see what happens. See if old Mr. Coyote comes in here and what he wants to do with it. So anyway, I'm going to stuff that down that hole pretty good. And what you want to do is you want to fill these holes up, because that way he's going to hang around this trap while he's digging it, and he's going to end up stepping in your trap. So it ups your odds the more food you got as to how long he's going to hang around your trap. So I like to pack these suckers full. And I like, on the coyotes, I try to keep them to where, you know, there's try to keep them to where there's not a whole lot of disturbance other than my trap. So anyway, we'll do that. So now our bait's set. I've dug this out a little bit. Got our trap, and I'm going to pound my anchor in, and then we'll tie this anchor off. Filled up with dirt. and that turns that sideways. And then this one I can just hook my rod through and pull that back out when I want to reuse it. So I like these quite a bit. And then what I'm going to do here,
snap. I'm just kidding.
just gonna lower that pan down just a pinch where it's a hair.
Oh, sweet mama.
Okay.
Can't even tell there's a trap there.
So now that's set. I'm going to break off some of these guys. Just kind of funnel him right where I want him to go. Throw a little leaf litter on here. This to where he's not going to step there, he'll have to step right here, and I think we'll be set. Okay, so that is that's trap 3, and we just made a blind set to where he can come in and blindly step on that, not knowing it's there, and hopefully we'll see something in here tomorrow. I've got an anchor in the ground that he is not going to get out. So, all right, so found a really good spot where there's a sheep carcass over on the other side of the ranger over here, where they've killed some of the sheep. So that's just sitting out there. Also on this pile over here, he's got a young calf up in there. So the sheep carcass was to the left of that pile. You can see some of the white fur down there still, but they've managed to drag it over on the other side of the ranger. But I found a major place where they're coming through, and there's just coyote tracks everywhere coming under this fence. So I put a snare under that fence. So I honestly expect to see one there tomorrow morning when we come back to check all this. So I'm pretty excited, and they're just coming down through this trail right here and heading over to the sheep carcass. So what I'm going to do is walk the edge of this field and see if we can find a few spots where they're crossing through this fence, and we'll put some snares up along this fence along the border of this field and then catch them when they're coming into it. So and then I'll probably end up staking down this carcass over here so that they can't drag it off any further. So anyway, we'll see what we get. Okay, so my second snare, I've just managed to catch another one. Hot dog. Pretty excited about that. Got me another one. He's trying to get away, so I better pop him. But anyway, that's another coyote right there. So okay, this one here, got my second coyote this morning. Boy, I'm glad. I tell you, I had these things set for 5 days, and I knew they were in good locations, but just wasn't hanging up on nothing. And then today we caught 2. Well, yesterday evening I checked them, and I heard a couple of them howling back over here. So I thought, well, they'll be back over on this farm. I think what they're doing is there's so many farms around here that wherever they make a kill, they kind of hang out there and eat on that for a while. But it's just a matter of time before they come back over here with the sheep and everything. So anyway, they came through just like we were thinking and got a second coyote here. So I'm real excited about that. And I'm going to go ahead and pull him out here and put him in the back with the other one. Thanks for coming along. I'm up here.
I was doing...
There we go. So thank you for coming with me and Emily, and you know, she's my film girl. So.
I'm his daughter.
Yep, I'll see y'all. God bless.